2 of the 4 hunting deaths this season have been gun-related. The accidents come after Wisconsin went 2 years without a shooting death during the state's annual 9-day gun deer season. Brian Miller is live in the newsroom with more.
Yeah, during last year's gun deer season, there were a total of 8 injuries, and none of those were fatal. Now, so far this year, 4 deaths already in the first 3 days of the season. Now, 2 of those deaths are related to gunshot wounds. Now, that ends a rare streak without an accidental shooting death in the state. In more than 160 years of gun deer hunting, the state went without a gun-related death just 3 times, including the past 2 seasons.
Any fatality that's, associated with deer hunting is something we have to pay attention to.
DNR Secretary Cathy S says despite that recent success, hunting fatalities are an unfortunate part of the hunting tradition.
When you've got several 100,000 people out there with firearms all at the same time, we're obviously looking for as low numbers as possible, but any fatality is a bad one. 2
shooting deaths have been reported this year so far, but gun deer incidents in Wisconsin have been steadily declining since the 1980s.
The sight of the firearm to the trigger.
DNR Safety Warden Jeremy Cords says the accidental shooting means one of the 4 rules of firearm safety was violated.
You could analyze each one of them individually and compare the 4 rules of firearm safety to those incidents and identify which one of those rules was violated.
For STEP in the DNR, it's about adding the tradition of gun safety to the state's rich hunting history while working to grow the sport.
We're going to be counting even more on the hunters to be our participants in conservation, our partners in managing deer. That's what this is about, is a partnership.
Now, the DNR only keeps track of gun-related injuries during the hunting season. One of the most common injuries is falling from a tree stand. A man did die Saturday when he fell from his tree stand while hunting. Live in the newsroom, Brian Miller, NBC 26.